Hi guys, welcome to Spirit Guided Oracle. Thank you for joining me. I'm here to do another reading. I hope everybody's doing okay. Hope everybody's happy and doing good. Keeping warm. Anyhow, let's go ahead and begin. I've got, out of the Enchanted Map Oracle cards, I've got Encouragement. It's number 54. I'll be reading that one first, and then I also have Rabbit Spirit. Now is a lucky time. Now is a lucky time. So let's see if it stays there. Maybe not. And then again, maybe it did. Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to read Encouragement, number 54. It's the very last one in the guidebook. The very last one, okay? It says Encouragement. You are receiving a nudge in the right direction. Upright, this card tells you that you're being gently encouraged to step into your power, into the dream of your life. New things are out there to be explored, and the nurturing power of the universe is giving you a nudge in the right direction. You will get the help you need and won't be alone in your quest. Every step you take right now is supported by the wisdom of the universe. And it's got an exclamation mark, so I should have read it with a little bit more enthusiasm. It says, every step you take right now is supported by the wisdom of the universe. It says you are on the right path. Keep going. A misstep isn't the end of the world. You've fallen into a trap of false courage, and only humility will lead you out of it. Perhaps you weren't listening to your intuition, and now you're in a jam. Being too self-reliant without knowing the ropes has brought you to this place. Don't become too discouraged. All is well. Don't become too discouraged. All is well, and you can always start again, take another road, and surely discover new territories where love really blooms. Just remember to rely on your higher power. You can't always get what you want, but Spirit knows your needs. Something better waits around the corner. Well, that was beautiful. And that's true. I was in a relationship one time, and then the person that came after that person was such a much, much, much better person. But anyhow, 49 for the Rabbit Spirit. It says, now is a lucky time. Oracle message says, a sunny meadow calls, and Rabbit Spirit appears to lead you out of your dark warren into the light, so you can participate in a fertile and beautiful experience. It may seem safe below ground, but the magic happens when you come out and take the risk of being vulnerable and co-creating something new. You are being invited into a new life that you have no experience with, but have no fear, with an exclamation mark. Today is also a time to be fruitful and productive as you enjoy Rabbit Spirit's sunny and prolific energy. At this time, whatever you intend to bring to life will find fertile ground. There are no mistakes, really, when you are co-creating with Spirit. There are no mistakes, really, when you are co-creating with Spirit. So let new ideas spring to the surface, knowing that now is a lucky time of tremendous possibility. And the Oracle message says, vulnerability is required of you. Vulnerability is required of you now, even if you don't feel safe. Act as if you trust that you will be okay, and soon you will see that you are okay. To create is to take risks, so at this fortunate, fertile time, banish your fears and recognize the real security is in immersing yourself in the process of co creation. It's okay to admit that you really don't know how to deal with whatever is in front of you. This is where curiosity and not knowing can be a wonderful state of mind. Be playful now, admitting you are at the beginning of something. Admitting you are at the beginning of something. Come on out to frolic in the sun's nurturing light, because it is time to birth something new. That was beautiful. At least I thought so. Okay, so next I'm going to get one of the cards from the Wizard Tarot. I don't know why I like this deck, but I do. I do. I hope y'all like it too. If y'all want another different tarot deck, just let me know and I'll change. I'll try something else. I've got the I think it's called the Lucky Tarot. I like that one too. I'm gonna see if I change the tarot in my next reading, okay? I forget about my hurt middle finger on my right hand and I start wiggling it a little bit too much. It's painful. Okay. Let's see. Let's find out what messages are out there for my sweet viewers and subscribers. Thank y'all for subscribing to my channel. Thank y'all for viewing my readings. Thank y'all very, very much. You know, because I'm not intuitive, so I don't have all the answers. I don't know when someone's coming to visit you. I don't know where they've been. I don't know who they've been with. But that's okay. We don't need to know that kind of stuff. We don't need to know that kind of stuff. All you need to know is who you are and what you are, and everything else will fall into place. As we have to go around finding out where they're at, who they're with, that's not no fun. That just brings you down. Just hope for the best, pray for the best, and we keep on going. We've got the Death card. And we can't keep them from being wherever they want to be anyways. So, whatever they're doing, wish them well, and try to keep your head up. And whoops. Now we got too many, huh? I didn't want that many. We've got the Six of Swords. Okay. And we also have the Hierophant and the Wheel of Fortune. Those are some pretty cards. We got 3 major arcanas, guys. All right. That was beautiful. And at the bottom of the deck, lo and behold, it would be the Devil. Wonderful. I don't know what he wants, but... Okay, so we've got the Hierophant. Maybe it's somebody who is obsessed with you or has some kind of, attachment to you, or you to this person. Now, not to the devil, to the person that you care about. And, or maybe some, addictions, that we're addicted to something, eating, smoking, whatever. Thinking bad thoughts, I don't know. Anyhow, the Wheel of Fortune. Let me stop talking and start reading, okay, before our video be so long. The Wheel of Fortune. That's a beautiful card. Okay, so I showed y'all all of them, right? Did I show y'all the Six of Swords? I don't remember. And that's a pretty card. They're going somewhere. The little boy looks a little scared, so I don't know what that's all about. But let me begin, okay? Let me begin reading. I'm going to do the Death card first. That was the first one that came out. And that's a major arcana. So we've got 3 major arcanas. The Death, the Hierophant, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so let me begin. It says death, rebirth, endings, mortality, loss, change, failure, destruction, severing ties, transitions, transformation, inexorable force, elimination, loss of hope, decay, corruption, depression, inertia, holding on. You know, I still haven't looked up the word inertia. I still don't know what that means. Let me let y'all see these words, this, if y'all would want to read it on your own. All right. It says, death is a natural part of life. This card doesn't usually represent physical death, although it can, but more often it is about a conclusion, time of transformation, or a release. You might not like it. Endings and change are always hard, even if we know they are positive or in our best interest. When this card comes up, be aware that if something needs to leave your life, it will do so. While real death can be sudden, in tarot the death card is more organic, so the ending you are facing shouldn't be a huge surprise. This doesn't mean you won't mourn or deal with grief and work back to get on an even footing. It does mean that a glorious transformation is on the horizon. The advice says you might like the man in the image. You might, like the man in the image, feel scared or want to resist this experience. But try to feel the true nature of this card. You will find kindness, compassion, and love in death, as you can see by her expression. This experience will also be a cleansing, releasing what is done and retaining only what is pure and essential, as represented by the black cloak and white roses. There's white roses on the ground, on the floor. Be open to exploring what this encounter with death is like. Act and react, move and flow. Be willing to dance with death. Find the grace. Don't be surprised if you feel you're changing, growing wings like a phoenix rising from the flames, just as the man in the image is. That is a pretty picture. It is beautiful. Okay, so let's see. The Six of Swords was next, came out next. Okay, it says journey, heading towards safety, escape, flight, travel, assistance, admitting defeat, impossible situation, protection, shelter, remaining stuck, delay, worsening situation, unseen danger. Swords represent the mind, intellect, logic, thoughts, communication, truth, problem, solutions, and action. The fives upset the stability of the fours, and the sixes reestablish normality. Roles are redefined, goals assessed, and rewards given, with a focus on collaboration and relationships. When a situation is beyond repairing, sometimes the best you can do is leave. This is no time to be a hero, but instead to call on one. Your situation is dicey and complicated, and you've probably worn yourself out with trying to solve it. Find someone you can trust and who has the means to help you. Then comes the hard part. Let them help. Let them help. You don't have to do everything on your own. Even after your escape plan is in motion, manage your thoughts and calm your fears. If you don't, they can become blocks to freedom. Don't let your concerns cause delays or create new problems. Focus on the immediate situation. You can play mind games with yourself later if you want. If you are on if you are the one aiding someone else, part of your job will be helping them keep calm. That's if you're leaving a situation that you've been having difficulties with and you just know that it's time to leave. It's time to let go. And I don't want to get into none of that because that is really something very, you know, hard to do, and I don't, you know, that's just something I don't want to be in the middle of. Education for Hierophant, teaching, learning, knowledge, conformity, tradition, institutions, group identity, values, guidance, orthodoxy, rights, blessings, status quo, social events. In reverse, it's fundamentalism, repression, intolerance, fear, guilt, extremism, extremism, restrictions, cults, abuse of position. Meaning says, perhaps you have high ideals but don't express them in the world. Maybe you aren't sure what your values are, so your actions have a chaotic element to them. Either way, you're being asked to connect your beliefs with your behaviors. You might become your own Hierophant, or you might need to seek one out. The Hierophant's title comes from the word hierophany, meaning the manifestation of the sacred. A Hierophant teaches how to express lofty beliefs and spiritual aspirations in everyday life. His goal is not following arbitrary rules, but instead mindfully bringing faith to life and manifesting the sacred in this world. And the advice says the Hierophant is like a sacred chiropractor who helps align your core. Be practical like he is, combining theory with real world application. Make sure to learn methods of self reflection, most importantly, being honest with yourself, as symbolized by the information on the chalkboard. Your everyday actions point to your true values, represented by the lotus on the hat. So if you're confused about your values, just review your daily actions, including spending money, and your values will be clear. If you don't like what you see, determine what values you'd rather express, and then change your actions to meet those values. If you want to be a better person, a more aligned and balanced being, get all your energy moving in the same direction. Okay, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune, and that is number 10. The Wheel of Fortune says, I don't believe I've ever gotten the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe I have. I don't remember. Fortune, chance, cycle of life, opportunity, destiny, fate, good luck, movement, turning point, annual event. In reverse, it's bad luck, out of control, misfortune, failure, unexpected setback, reversal, delay, repeating unhealthy cycles. But it was upright. All of them were upright. All of them came out upright. Okay, so it says, for everything there's a season, and the wheel reminds us of that. Our experience of life isn't just one wheel. One wheel, though. Life is wheels within wheels, a lifetime, a year, a season of your time spent in childhood, being a student, spouse, sibling, parent, grandparent, or in a certain professional role. The wheel upright says that whatever is coming is part of the natural cycle and shouldn't be a surprise. That's the job of the tower, a surprise. When things are flowing as they should, there is a feeling of rightness, and that feeling influences the meaning of this card as lucky. So if it comes up for you, things will flow in a natural way, and maybe you'll even have a little extra special good luck too. And the advice says sometimes the normal flow of life includes things that we might associate with the bottom of the wheel: death, endings, things falling apart. The wheel keeps turning and there's no stopping it. Even death doesn't stop it because matter decays and becomes something new. You can control a lot in your life, but not everything. When faced with inevitable turnings of the wheel, know that you can always control how you respond to anything that comes your way. Okay? And today I want to pull out, on this reading, I want to pull out a card from the Caroline Myss archetype cards. Okay? To see if we can see if what kind of person pops out in this reading, what kind of archetype, and this to me is like it gives you an idea of maybe somebody that might be coming into your life, maybe somebody that you already have in your life that will come up in one of these cards, and you can say, yeah, that's the kind of person I'm dealing with, or no, I'm not dealing with that kind of person. That could be you that comes out in here. But the last time when I did it for myself, the cards that came out for me was the person I was dealing with. I was like, wow, that person is like this, And so maybe it'll happen for you guys. Maybe whatever pops up will be somebody that's in your life, and you can get an idea of what kind of what what the person that you're dealing with might be, what that person deals with, like at the bottom of the deck we have victim. Maybe that person that you're dealing with has like victim characteristics. It says light attribute prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. And then it says the shadow attributes playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity, inability to maintain personal boundaries. And I'm not saying that the person that you're dealing with is like this or you're like this, but perhaps you will meet somebody soon that has these characteristics, or you might know somebody in your life that you're dealing with that has those characters, and then you might not. It's just, let's see what it says for victim. It says, when properly recognized, the victim alerts you when you're in danger of letting yourself be victimized, either through passivity or rash, inappropriate actions. Also helps you to see your own tendency to victimize others for personal gain. And the shadow victim shows you that you might like to play that role because of the positive feedback you get in the form of sympathy or pity. Everyone has this archetype. The goal is always to learn how to recognize these inappropriate attitudes in ourselves or others and to act accordingly. So that was one. Let me see if I can get one more to come out, okay? These are really hard to shuffle, so let me just pull one out from the middle, okay? I hope nobody minds. Let me just pull out one from the middle. Prince, light attribute, romantic, charm, and potential for power. The shadow attribute, using power for self-aggrandizement. Self-aggrandizement, to make something more grand. And it shows a guy holding a, a, a bouquet of flowers, like a Prince Charming type of guy, Maybe you have a Prince Charming coming your way, or a Prince Charming girl coming your way. I don't know. That would be nice, huh? If you have nobody, or if you're wanting to meet somebody. Prince. Oh, and it opened up right to that card. That's what happened with that one reading that I had to delete, that I didn't have enough space to get the reading done on my computer. Every card I would go to, as soon as I'd open the guidebook, it would be that one card. It was so cool, that reading, but it's okay. Okay, so let's read. Prince. True prince is a ruler in training who serves the people he will someday lead, whether in a literal, figurative or spiritual kingdom. Characteristics of generosity. So he's generous or she's generous. It could be a girl or a boy. Fairness, compassion, and wisdom should be well balanced. And it says, Shadow Prince can manifest as a young man with great feelings of entitlement who uses his position and power purely to advance his own interests without regard for the needs of others. Uh-oh, be careful. Look for a history of preparing for leadership in one particular realm. Here's what it says in case y'all want to go back and read it on your own. And you can always go to the websites that have the characteristics of a prince. You can just type in archetypes of a prince, and it'll give you a whole list of more stuff, and you can, go into it some more, like research it more deeply. Anyways, thank y'all for listening. Thank you so much. Let me see if I can give y'all a scripture, just because.